Hello students. Today in this lecture we are going to talk about manufacturing flow systems. Manufacturing flow is how work progresses within a system. Manufacturing process workflows or flow charts detail the raw activity steps that must be completed to create finished goods from the time raw materials arrive at the manufacturing facility until those materials are converted into finished goods. It is important to plan and develop a good workflow system because when system works well, it tends to move steadily and predictably. A badly designed flow results in work interruptions. When there is a breakdown in the flow, chances of accumulating waste increases. A strategically planned workflow strives for a consistent flow which generates more reliable delivery and greater value to customer, teams, and stakeholders. Here we are studying the 7 flows of manufacturing, which is given by Nako-san, a Japanese trainer. In this, first is the flow of raw material. The raw material workflow ensures that there is sufficient quantity of raw material for manufacturing. It also helps to check stock levels and procurement from suppliers. Next is the flow of work in process. This is an important component of manufacturing as it also affects the balance sheet of company. This workflow describes partially finished goods. Work in process also includes raw materials, labor, and overhead costs incurred for products that are at various stages of the production process. It helps to identify products waiting for completion. Next is the flow of finished goods. When goods are completed manufacturing to be sold or distributed to the customer, it is called finished goods. In a supply chain management flow, the finished goods of supplier may also represent the raw material of a buyer. Finished goods flow help to identify the logistics aspect of the supply chain. Next is the flow of operators. This flow estimates standard work and operator cycle time to determine pace of the line from slowest to fastest. This flow observes the operator's physical movement to complete their task. Next is the flow of machines. The flow identifies the machine cycle time. It helps to record the setup requirements, the machine process, steps are required to operate the machine, requirements of maintaining the machines, the machine waste during collection, disposal, etc. 6th one is the flow of information. This flow helps to identify the information transfer during the manufacturing process. It helps in the strategic decision making by the machine operators, production teams, production schedules, manufacturing planning, incorporation of quality systems like Kanban, etc. And last is the flow of engineering. The manufacturing flow identifies the process, controls, quality checks, optimal working of automatic and semi-automatic machines, the tools required for purpose of manufacturing. Next point we will see barriers to flow. In this, first is the long setup times. When changing over to tooling takes a long time, larger batches are run. Next is the batch oriented machines. Some machines are designed to be most efficient with large runs. Next is the poor maintenance. Machines that break down frequently disrupt flow. Next barrier is the distance. Rather than transporting individual items, they are collected and shipped as a group. Then, unreliable deliveries, when there is no trust that parts will arrive on time. Extras are kept on hand. Unreliable quality, if people think that many parts will be unsuitable or will require rework, extras will be kept on hand. Next is the approval processes. The approver is seldom standing by, so work is piled up until the next opportunity to get the go-ahead. One more barrier is the lack of faith. Some people just don't believe flow is possible, so don't even try. And last is the resistance to change. Some people think flow might work but like things to stay the same. These are the barriers to flow. How to overcome the barriers to workflow? For that, we can develop an action plan. We can describe the activities and processes. We can analyze and log all problems. Then, identifying all waste in the current process. Mapping of ideas state, that is the perfect process achieved in absence of all constraints. Then, train and educate employees to follow the process flow. And actively monitor that the new process that are put into place by creating performance measures. So these are the some remedies we can overcome the barriers of the workflow. This is about the manufacturing flow systems. See you in the next video. Thank you.